Hey gang, Checkalair here. Just doing a response video for HappyConsoleGamer. Johnny and Rob showed a bunch of different controllers, and they narrowed it down to showing their favorites. Now they went over a whole lot of them, and if you want to take a look at all the ones that they showed, go ahead and follow the link down there. I narrowed it down to 3, and I do have a favorite by far and away above the other two, but I wanted to show the other two and give them some honorable mention. Now the first one, I originally bought this to play for one game. So much like where Rob mentioned that he had his controller he bought for one specific game and played it for that game and just really loved it. And mine, now this is kind of a family of them, and that is the Microsoft Sidewinder Pro. Now I bought one of these to play with MechWarrior 3, and I played MechWarrior 3 to death, and it was the MechWarrior that I loved. And then as soon as 4 came out, I got 4. I didn't like it as much, but MechWarrior 3 was also the first game that I built a computer for. But you had the joystick, you had the throttle controls, you could move the head of the mech around, you could rotate the body, you could alpha strike and do all kinds of other crazy stuff. And it was just an amazing controller to use with that game. So that's my third favorite there. Now, second favorite is one that they did mention, which is the Wii Remote. Now, the Wii Remote, the reason that I love this is because every other console, your hands are stuck like this. They're right there. Which I'm like, sometimes you just wanna kick back and go over there and do the stuff. You don't really wanna sit with your arms together. You want to be able to stretch if you need. Yeah, honey, I'm bringing you that. That was the beauty of this, is that my hands were no longer tethered together. And I would have loved it if the other consoles had kind of taken a cue and been like, hey, you know what? If you don't really want those things slammed together, pull them apart. I would have. Now, granted, it wouldn't work for other controllers because there are buttons in different places, and a few of the consoles did try it down the road, but never really worked out. Now my number one is one that I have used since I was a small child. And I've used it on countless games. I've used it on role-playing games, action-adventure games, and it has just been with me and really hasn't been improved on much since then. And it's none other than the NES Advantage. This controller was perfect. It was just the right size rather. It had all of the buttons angled so that rather than, because if they would have been flush, once again you would have been like tucking yourself in, but this way you can kind of get that nice, you just got that perfect angle. It had turbo when turbo was a thing, something that you'll now get banned for, I understand. It had, you could plug in 2 plugs and you could pass the controller back and forth when this was unheard of. This is witchcraft for that time frame. And it had the slow motion button, which is completely useless now. I would actually love to see a slow motion button on modern controllers, just to see how badly it would mess them up. Because they don't even use the start button for start anymore. They use it for all kinds of other crazy stuff. But this, it was just a thing of beauty from 1987. So I was 10. Just to give you an idea. And like I said, I mean, I played Mario on this. I played Punch-Out, Metroid, and it never got recaptured. Like all of the ones since then, and I have a whole host of controllers like this. Nothing ever quite hit this level again. The SNES Advantage, it's not good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. The Genesis didn't really have something comparable. It needed something comparable, but it didn't. And there were just, I don't know. So there it is. I'll stop going on and on. But the NES Advantage, that is my favorite. Runners-up being the Wii Remote and the Sidewinder. Thank you for watching. As always, play on. And if you have a favorite controller, throw it in the comments or put a response to HappyConsoleGamer.